Welcome to Watch What Crappens. To get our videos as soon as they're released instead of waiting for a week, head over to our Patreon. That's also where you'll find our bonus episodes and our Discord community. We love you guys.
Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today in the place of Ronnie Karam, who when we last checked, he was rolling around the quiet woman, throwing plates at people, getting kicked out. It's very unfortunate. It's the one and only Amy Phillips of Drama, darling. Hi, Amy. How are you? So good to see you.
Oh my gosh. It's so great to see you. I'm so excited to be here. Hello to all of your amazing listeners and to my amazing darling listeners who I know are listening as well.
Yes, we love the darling listeners. We love all the darlings. And by the way, before we even get 1 inch into this recap, you all must subscribe to Drama, darling, because Amy Phillips is hilarious and wonderful. And I mean, I really could think of no better person outside of Ronnie Karam to come recap the season premiere of Orange County, no less.
I am humbled beyond belief. Humbled, if you will. I'm about to buy a house in Beverly Hills filled with asbestos. That's how humble I feel. I'm going to poison myself. I'm just so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. Cheers to our orange ladies. This is so exciting.
Cheers. Cheers to them and their new faces. They're, like Dr. Dubrow has been busy. I mean, wonderful.
He even put Heather in red. I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it. I felt like the Dubrows Los Angeles property felt like a little bit of like some of those facelifts I saw this week. I just was kind of like, there was some renovation, but is it maybe all done? I'm not sure.
Right. Are we going to still pull that side up or? Heather's like, yes, we need to do more work, at least the floors. I was like, tear this thing down. What are you doing?
I know. Please tear it down. We will not adjudicate that. I am so happy to have Orange County back. I love Orange County. I feel like Orange County has been on such a roll for the past 3 or 4 years. It's been so good. But also, these are some of my favorite people to make fun of, and it's a real doozy right out the gates this season. I mean, everyone's like supercharged. It feels like we're already like halfway through the season, and it was just like it was only the premiere. Is wild.
You use the word doozy, and you're right. It was. It just came out of those gates like the Kentucky Derby, and these ladies are running. Kentucky doozy. They're like, it's going to be a supersize, so we better get it rolling, ladies.
By the way, fun fact, Kentucky Doozy is the name of Gina's stylist. I'm pretty convinced. Every new season, she starts up with a new look that's crazy. And I was like, what is happening with Gina?
Real estate look. I gotta look good for the real estating.
Yeah. She's also becoming much more Catskills than ever before. Well, I think you guys should talk for once or twice. You gotta get to the bottom of it.
No, her voice is like a roller coaster. You don't know. It goes up. You're not sure when it's coming down. It's like a demon drop. Shout out to any of the Cedar Point Midwest people who know what that is. It's just basically a ride that
roller
drops.
Coaster. It
just drops,
Drops like a Geschurtenheiter. I still don't know how to say her last name.
Geschurtenheiter. It sounds like Gewürztraminer. It sounds like one of those like German sweet wines that you don't want to fuck with. Where you're like, I might die if I drink this.
She's got a sweet wine last name that you don't want to fuck with.
I'm Gina Schneider.
I don't know how to say it. Kirkenheiter?
Don't. I'm not going to even tell you because I like how you mess it up.
I like messing it up. Okay, this is going to be a 5-hour recap. I can already tell.
I know. We haven't even started. Okay, I'm going to stop.
It's a supersized episode. Let's see. Anything to promote at the top? Well, obviously for us, there's Patreon, Crappens on Demand, where you can watch, not just listen. We're doing Love Island coverage. Finale is this weekend. Today, just recorded an episode with Diamond and Andrew from the Elvis Duran Morning Show, and they will be joining again on Monday to recap Love Island, the outcome of it. And on top of that, Diamond and Andrew are going to join me to recap Atlanta on Monday. So that's all super fun.
Diamond and Andrew are the name of my boobs. Actually, this is Diamond. This is Andrew. Tell them that.
I will let them know. That's so lovely. So go check that out. And then yesterday we had, in case you missed it, a really fun State of the Union with Love Island with Hunter Harris. So it's been great. And Ronnie will be back after a week. He's off. He's getting some much deserved time off. You know, I took my time off in May because I went on this trip to Norway, which is when you were last here, Amy. You filled in for me. So
I loved your pictures and updates. That looked amazing.
Thank you. It was a great time. It was like I was like, I know there's a Gina Kirschenheiter joke in here somewhere, but I almost said it was the Gina Kirschenheiter of trips. And I was like, wait, why would I ever say that? Why would I ever say that about Norway? It was great. So now, you know, I took some time off, so now Ronnie gets some time off. And we are so glad that you're here. Can you tell people, by the way, where they can follow you on social media before we dive into this recap?
At Meet Amy Phillips.
At Meet Amy Phillips. That's all. Let's go.
I love this Gina thing because it sounds like she's saying like about to say everything must go.
We've got carpets, carpets and rugs and sofas. Everything must go. Prices are lower than ever before.
Yes.
She sort of has that vibe.
She does.
Okay. Well, now it's time. I am now redirecting my attention to the notes to talk about this episode. Real Housewives of Orange County, season 19. This is crazy. This show could be in college at this point. Not that it ever would be.
It's in France and it's going to raves. You know what I mean?
This show is actually almost eligible to be on Next Gen New York City. So this episode is called Revolving Door of Lies. Ooh. Which is funny because Terry and I are going to add a revolving door to the front of our house.
And it has asbestos in it, but it's protected from other asbestos getting in it. Okay.
If you ever come for me and my asbestos again, it will cost you a lot. That is not a threat. That is a promise. My favorite monologue of the past 5 or 10 years has to be Heather Dubrow saying that to Shannon at the end of an episode while wearing like a little ribbon in her hair. That was just one of my favorite moments.
Good selection, Ben. Really good choice on a favorite monologue. I love that. She had the dramatic pauses. You're right.
Yeah.
Shannon let it go. Shannon just sat in it and let it roll over her. Yeah.
There really is some value in casting Real Housewives who were in theater club, because when they have their big moment, they really know how to take it. Like they've practiced it in the mirror. They've maybe sang Les Mis right beforehand. They're like in the mood, and they're gonna because she did it to Taylor Armstrong with the IMDb fight. Like she does it once a year. Heather finds someone, she puckers up that mouth, and then she just rails into them.
Wow, you're right. I never even clocked that. I wonder who it will be this year.
I'm going to have to say, I think she's going to take another go at Katie. Based on the way that they're all going for Katie this episode, you know?
Yeah.
So we begin and we see like a little teaser of what's to come, which is basically all of them taking a polygraph, which is exciting.
It is funny.
Was the cast trip in like North Korea or something? Were they like, you know, like there's like a room on the border there, like were they in that border room and they're like, why are you here? Why are you in this country at the moment?
Yeah, the producers are like, so ladies, this year we're going to send you to a questionable area. Just go with it.
Well, if I can do some healing, I'll be for it. Huh?
So we see Shannon's in a new house, and she's getting some treats for Archie.
I love that new house. Thank God she's out of that old one. I couldn't wrap my head around that. I was getting claustrophobia.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? I have a mental block on what her old house looked like. It was like the post John Jansen house, or was
it was during the John Jansen. It was like nautical,
right? It was like a fridge area, in a hallway.
Yeah, it was just odd. Staircase right in the middle of everything, like staircase, kitchen table. You know, it was just a lot of.
Yeah, no, it's time for a new house. So we see like this split screen of like her and Tamara, and they're both like Shannon's offering Archie something to eat, but then Tamara's offering Eddie something to eat.
Oh, you shady producers, editors.
It speaks to the duality of their lives. Like, gosh, these women are fighting, but like they are dealing with the same struggles every day. How to feed the men in their lives.
Yeah, how to feed the furry animals in their lives, you know? Maybe Tamra will get another man just to help keep Eddie, you know, more youthful, just like Shannon got another dog.
Yes. She'll get another. Just that way they can keep company. He doesn't get sad. He needs a friend.
He doesn't get into my business. It's disgusting.
Oh, wait. You know what's funny? I take it all back. I'm looking at the notes. I misread it. Tamara is also feeding a dog. She's not feeding
Shut
Eddie.
up.
She's feeding her dog named Rugby.
Wow. I like your edited version better. We'll keep it at feeding Eddie.
I could see Tamara offering to feed Eddie and him being like, no, thanks.
No.
He's full of charisma.
Yeah, he is.
At all times.
I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, he's insatiable. So then we go over to Gina, and she's listing something in Mission Viejo, and she's with Travis, and she's like, okay, I want you to be in the video a little bit. Okay, can you get in the video, Travis? Because nothing's going to sell a house like Travis, right?
Talk about charisma.
I mean, the secret, Barbara Corcoran built her empire on Travis cameos.
He sure did. She sure did. Shout out, Barbara.
Shout out to Barbara Corcoran. So she's like, yeah, okay, come over here, you know, because like, can you do these moves? Can you walk around the kitchen island? Because this is an important move. Okay, look at me. Look as I walk around the kitchen island. And she does this move where she sort of like glides her hand across the kitchen island as she sort of circles around it. Would that move the needle for you, you think?
Absolutely. I mean, I love, you know, taking my finger and just gliding it across a nice piece of marble and hearing someone's voice be like,
This marble is from one piece in the quarry. Do you like it?
This is 100% authentic Italian Carrera marble, and you could have it for the low price of $960,000.
Starting offers now. Click the link in bio.
I also like that she's both sounds like she's a salesperson, like advertising a sale, but also perhaps a ghost too. Like,
Be careful. Be careful of the kitchen island. It has memories. Whoa.
could you imagine if you got haunted by her?
oh, it'd be kind of a delight because it would not be scary at all. You know, you'd just be like, just give me a cup of coffee while you're moving around my kitchen translucent. Like,
It would just be a ghost that burdens you with too many of its emotional issues. Like,
I feel bad. I was like talking to Abraham Lincoln, and then he like went off to talk to George Washington, and I was like, what? I'm like not good enough for you anymore? And then it turns out that he was like talking to all the bloggers about me, and I was like, I thought we were friends. I have lost all trust in Abraham Lincoln.
and you're like, oh my God, can I just have my coffee?
Charlotte Bronte is so mad at her sisters, and they have a lot of unpacked baggage.
get out of my house.
Stop coming to my house to vent about your issues with other ghosts. And why are you with such famous ghosts anyway? How did you get this
How
access?
did you?
VIP.
Whoever is putting her back on the show season after season is giving her access to Charlotte Bronte. It's just not right.
It's not.
So
I'm happy about her being a real estate agent, though. I love it.
it is very fun. Like I want to see her on one of these like real estate shows, one of these high powered real estate shows, like Selling OC or something, where they're like, I'm a boss bitch. I'm selling real estate because I'm closing pre-certified.
You know, I found a good 1-bedroom condo that I think you'd be very good fit for.
They have to slow down the music.
I feel like the Curb Your Enthusiasm music would play, be like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not a Sub-Zero fridge, but it's a brand called Zero Fridge, which I forgot to tell you. There's no fridge here. I guess that's why that's called the Zero Fridge.
You gotta get your own fridge. Yeah.
Which is good because I'm also moonlighting at Best Buy. Coming now, fridges are on sale for the next 12 hours.
July 4th sale lasts until the 11th.
So
Really drilled down on Gina.
this is what I do. I feel bad. Are you a Gina fan, by the way? Because I
Oh no, I
go
love
hard on Gina.
Oh no, I love Gina, but I love going hard on her. Like it's out of
Yeah.
love. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Like my arc with Gina is at the beginning of the season, she always drives me absolutely nuts. And then midway through, I say, you know what? I kind of like her. I feel bad. I feel bad. That's what she always does. Every single episode, I feel bad. And then like by the end of the season, I'm like, fucking Gina.
Yeah.
So that's my standard like path with her.
It's your arc.
And it's, so then Emily is skating with her family and Keller, her son, smacks her. Oh no, Shane smacks her on the butt. So they're up to the same hijinks as usual. They're always a barrel of laughs, that family.
Those little love bundles.
Shane, wow. Talk about a man who could sell a house or two. That guy.
Did you ever think he was funny or no?
No. Did you think he was funny?
Yeah, there have been times where I found him like when they first joined, I understood where he was going with his humor. It seemed pretty harsh, but I was like, he's got a dry sense of humor. Just lay off.
Yeah.
And it just seemed awkward and a weird edit. So I appreciate that he has a dry sense of humor. I'm not saying it's, he nails it every time, but I haven't had a problem with him. I think he's fine.
Yeah, like shout out to all our dry kings out there,
And queens, holler menopause.
Didn't Kelly Dodd have a moment once where she said something like, yeah, you're funny? More like funny looking. Did she say that?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Was that towards Shane or was that just towards someone else?
No, I
just
think
like
it was
that phrase
exactly. Yeah.
That phrase came like roaring into my head just now. Funny,
Brilliant.
more like funny looking. And it became a thing. Everyone was like, oh, Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
How could you say that?
Kelly.
We don't talk about people's looks.
So there we go from Emily, skating with her family to the Dubrows in their LA penthouse in Century City, I believe. And they're just being so Dubrow-y. Terry's like, well, it's my change with the gym downstairs. Check out my abs. She's like, oh, yes. I can definitely see plenty of abs there, Terry. That was acting. Syracuse School of Dramatic Arts. Thank you very much.
There's applause in the back. She has an applause machine going.
She's like, and now I will submit my tape once again for Fantine on Broadway. Excuse me.
Send.
That's exactly how she sends her emails. You know that.
Yeah, she does. She says it.
Send. Every time she hears the airplane noise, she's like, Terry, was that a private jet? No. Okay, never mind.
Terry, our jet's leaving without us. Oh, it's just me sending again. Right, kids? You just send it? Are we sending it?
Sorry, my electronic mail just departed.
Wheels up, Terry.
Wheels.
Emails up.
Emails are up and out. She's so cool. Have you heard about the World Wide Web? Turns out we have access to it. So let's get on it, Terry. Wheels up on the web.
Wheels up. Also, I heard there's colors. Have you seen these colors? I'm going to wear red now. It's another color other than black.
Now that I live in Los Angeles, I'm going to experiment with the Pantones over here. Red. What a revelation. I was talking to my very dear friend, Dinah Manoff, who said that if you want to get ahead in this business, you have to wear red.
She said it's a power color. You can send 140 emails in 30 seconds.
So then I gave her the 3/4 she needed for her parking meter, and we hugged and said goodbye. Which didn't make sense because she was paying for parking, but also leaving at the same time. This is why she's not farther ahead.
I'm sorry, further ahead.
Go tell that to Wendy Malick. So,
oh my God, that's hilarious.
So they're basically talking about, Terry's talking about how he has abs, and Heather's like, well, I would do you. And he goes, oh yeah, tonight, hopefully, as long as there's reverse cowgirl. Ha, 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 ha. I'm laughing because I know exactly what that is. It's a young adult novel, of course. Reverse cowgirl, correct?
I know exactly what that is. Poor Terry, he doesn't know.
I love when Terry and Heather do their at-home scenes where they try to seem like just this happy, fun, relatable couple.
Right, that have sex and
right. And they like laugh really hard at each other's jokes on camera.
right.
That's always a thrill for me.
It is, because after cut, it's like no eye contact.
Well, wasn't there a scene last year when I think like she was getting like a testing done like about like a mammogram or whatever, and she was like, okay, Terry, you stand there, you're supposed to walk in, I'm gonna go in the hospital gown, then you walk in. No, you didn't walk in correctly. Okay, from the top. And they just kept it all in there. Remember they like
God, I don't remember
it was
that.
something like she was like mad at him for like not doing the scene properly.
Oh, I do remember her being, yeah. I do remember her being mad at him for something that was like, they broke the fourth wall a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
Thank God they should do that more often with them.
I know. That's what I would love. I'm like kind of obsessed with them. So then we go to Shannon, and she's picking up Katie to go somewhere. And because that's what you do in Orange County.
Yeah.
You go someplace.
Orange Theory, whatever. Anywhere.
Or any place that specifically if it has orange in the branding,
Yeah.
it's just a value add.
Right.
So it's Shannon picks up Katie and she's like,
Oh my gosh, you're so summery.
which I feel like was her way of being like,
Well, way to outshine me with your outfit today. Thanks a lot, bitch.
My color is summer. I can't believe that you came up summery. I thought we were friends. I've been so nice to you.
I did tell the producer that today my theme was going to be summer, and I thought that you would be autumn, and we would be like, oh my goodness, we're part of a calendar, but I guess you've chosen to be summer, which is fine. I'm totally happy with that, but I didn't elect to be summery, and that's fine. It's fine. I've just been on the show for 10 years, but that's okay. You can be summery if you want.
so
He's like, hold on, I have to hang up with this blogger. I mean, my friend.
my friend blogger. So Shannon's like, oh, how are you? Good to see you. Remind me your name again. And she's like, yes. Shannon has no idea who Katie is. I'm convinced that a whole season went by. She still has no idea who Katie is.
Yeah, she's that's why they became close, because Shannon got reintroduced to her after they were leaving the reunion. And so Katie's like, by the way, I'm Katie. And Shannon's like,
Oh, nice to meet you. Do you live in Orange County?
and then they just struck up a friendship after that.
Let me tell you about Tamra, Judge.
So then Katie's like, yeah, I just got back from Arizona. Matt was hosting for the Golf Channel again. And it's like this crazy party.
Oh, I know. I know a lot of people who go every year. In fact, I was going to tell you about how I heard there was a crazy party in Arizona, but that's okay. You can just steal the summery thing and the Arizona crazy party. That's fine. I'm fine.
I'll just check it off my list. No, I'll get white out. I'll just white it out like it never happened. Like I never took pen to paper and even wrote it down. Fine.
Do you mind holding the wheel through this intersection while I just wipe this out? Thank you so much.
I have to shake this white out.
My parents are in town, and like my dad is always asking for things, like the most random things. He's like, "Do you have an old credit card?" Because he likes to, scrape things off of the counter with an old credit card. Do you have an old rag? Do you have an old toothbrush? Do you have a whiteout? I mean, thank God I know him well enough. I had all those things ready to go. Yesterday, he's shaking it like with the little marble in there. All I hear is just shake, 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 shake. I'm like, how many times do you fucking shake that whiteout? Anyway.
I can't think of the last time I had to use whiteout. I guess because I just feel like I don't write stuff on with pen so much anymore.
Why would you need it? He's writing a check and he messed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mistakes happen. Sometimes you just need to white. And it would be, by the way, it would be Shannon. It would be Shannon Beador who would come up with a list of the things she wants to talk about in the scene and would type it out and have the little printout hanging from her mirror, like, oh, well, Katie talked about that. So can you just wipe that out? Hanging like a parking tag.
Hey, one second.
Oh, no, it tripped on me. Oh, God.
This is toxic, I tried to find some at Whole Foods. They just gave me mayonnaise, which I accepted, but it was not the same.
I had to hang it because I'm trying to make it off gas. It's off gassing. I had to off gas my whiteout.
Remember that?
I once off-gassed it in an enclosed space, and let me tell you something. I was seeing lots of interesting visions. Don't off-gas this near your nose.
So that's why she doesn't remember me from last season.
Yeah. So Katie's talking about this party, which I think speaking of Kelly Dodd, I remember she talked about this. There's a big golf party that happens in Phoenix. It's a golf tournament that's like hosted by like the Phoenix Sanitation Department or garbage. It's like the Garbage International. It's literally called something with garbage, and people go out to this like golf course.
All the Real Housewives are invited.
It's called the Vicky Gunvalson 18-hole extravaganza, and hosted by the Greater Garbage Services of Phoenix. So Katie's saying it was a sea of penis.
Oh, yes. Well, I did my manifestation for 2025, and men are not on my list because I'm going to have fun. Fun Shannon is here. Wow. A lot of lanes on this highway.
No, Shannon, you're just holding that whiteout a little too close.
Oh, I wondered why things were starting to widen.
I've never seen I thought they had built in those new dynamic roads that adjust the lanes as you drive. No?
Dynamic roads.
I was manifesting that for 2025 also.
Because driving in Orange County and beyond is very challenging.
It's about time they introduced lanes that accommodated your needs.
Yeah.
If I look back to where I was a year ago, I am a completely different person. I don't even think about John Jansen at all. I mean, I did settle the lawsuit because, it was more important for me not to have ties to him anymore. So we settled for $60,000. So enjoy that wedding I'm paying for.
That was wild. Yes. I was like, good for you. But, John really did get a nice chunk from her. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, a very nice chunk. Mm-hmm. I don't think he deserved a single dime. I'm going to say that right now.
I'm going to agree. Mm-hmm.
Not even a penny. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. But he got it, and she had to move on. And the good news is she 100% is not even thinking about John Jansen whatsoever.
Oh, there's his house. It's so funny. John Jansen. Funny story. One time, John Jansen had to buy a tennis racket off of eBay, and he met the person right there.
That's so random.
Oh, and look over there. There's somebody's towing their boat. They must be going boating. I grew up on boats, and John Jansen loved boats. And we would fight. We would just fight the dickens about how to steer the boat and how to park the boat and dock it. And I was always right. So
You know what's great about the ocean? It's kind of like a built-in dynamic lane if you think about it. So, I mean, I don't know why we're all just not voting like John Jansen
yeah,
did.
why don't we just fill the streets with water?
Anyway, Katie, it is right. Yes, I invited everyone to the Golden Corral, but unfortunately, something got mixed up, and we were going to someplace called the Golden Door instead, which is nice. I hope they have a nice selection of food.
The Golden Corral cost $12,000 for 10 days.
I was wondering when they told me that it cost $12,000 to go to the Golden Corral. I thought, well, certainly someone has a Groupon. I understand that there's inflation, but this is a bit excessive.
I mean, is their buffet really that great? I mean, do they have dog treats on it?
It seems a bit rich for my blood. Maybe Heather Dubrow would like it, but I'm not going to pay $12,000 for a reasonable buffet.
Reasonable.
So she's invited everyone to this place called the Golden Door. Have you ever heard of the Golden Door before? I've never heard of it.
No,
It sounds like it's a place.
was
It's like a
confused
thing.
because I thought it was what is it called? Mirabelle or Miramax or
Miraval.
Miraval.
Yeah,
It
We thought
sounded
they
like
were
they
gonna
were
go-
talking about that.
we thought they were going to go to the Miramax revival. They're like, you know what? It's time. Let's bring this brand back.
Miramax.
We're going to a film festival.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the Miramax of them all? It's me.
Yeah.
She's doing it into her rear view mirror. Shannon, you have to lay off the white out. We have to get. I don't know where we're going, but we have to get there in one piece, please.
Oh, I thought I was in a castle.
So they're gonna go to this place, and she's really excited. It's like a place for healing, etc. And she's gonna bring all her friends to it. So then they arrive at this car dealership to look at cars for Katie. And so they get there, and Katie's like looking at this. It's immaterial that they're looking for cars because they do some talk about it, but really they're there just to gossip some more now that they've arrived. And also for Shannon to get some air in her tires because
That killed me. I love that line when she was like,
Excuse me. Can somebody please give me some air in my tires?
I love when she gets all quiet.
I unfortunately had to pay John Jansen in air, so he's taking my air.
And water. I paid in air and water.
Do you happen to have some sort of trail mix also? Not for the tires, I'm just a bit peckish at the moment.
Because I found out that the Golden Door is not the Golden Corral. And I was really saving up my appetite. My appetite.
And I guess now that you have sourced some trail mix, you don't have to have any Casamigos, do you?
Sourced.
Your Casamigos, you do? Okay, I'll have some enchiladas too. Like Shannon, you're turning this into a restaurant. You're escalating this.
Do you have a Mexican band that can come out? I'm famished.
I'm famished both for food and for entertainment.
Oh my goodness. So then Katie's telling us that Shannon and I had a blast after our reunion. This was me after the reunion talking with Shannon. Ha 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 ha. God, what a fun time. Anyway, Shannon and I got a little closer, and I felt like Shannon was one of the only ones to stick up for me. And then I felt like it was a real turning point for us in our friendship. And I think is this where we saw the flashback of Shannon sticking up for Katie when you had Emily being like, well, why'd you lose custody? You lost custody. That was ridiculous. We saw you lost custody. And then Shannon goes,
There's a lot of investigation happening.
I was like, really? Was that the best they could show?
Yeah.
Shannon standing up for Katie?
Right. She was just saying something. It was a statement. It wasn't even anything other than just an observation.
Katie's like, fine, I'll take it. I'm dying up here.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yes.
So
Shannon's like, so by the way, I was with Emily yesterday, which wasn't fun for either of us. But at this point, I'm still fighting with Tamara, and Heather Dubrow lives some place where she's wearing red. So I'm left with very few options to shoot with. But I was with Emily, and there are certain things like you don't go there. You don't go there when your kids are brought up with your daughter. You just don't do that at all. You do not bring the kids into it. Hold on, I have to shoot a scene with my 3 daughters. 1 second.
Stella, are you okay? Are you doing drugs? Drugs kill you.
Drugs kill you. Okay, now excuse me. I'm going to go back to this whiteout here. A lot of things to erase off the list. Katie is just chatterbox.
Anyway, yes. 1-800-CARS for Katie. 1-800-CARS for Katie.
Ma'am, can you please step outside?
Oh, she's crawling on the 7 series. So the issue here is it's a throwback to last season when there was the whole hubbub, which I totally forgotten about, where Katie's daughter was babysitting for Emily's children, and Katie's daughter said that Emily's children said that their mom hates Heather Dubrow, right? Mm-hmm. And then Callie mentioned it, and of course said it in front of Tamara. So then Tamara brings it up to Emily, and Emily's like, "Why is your daughter gossiping about my children?" Yada yada yada. So this is like we're having not only lingering effects from this storyline, it is actually ballooned into its whole new inciting event for the season. Mm-hmm. And it's going to get dark.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to get wild. Well, not that dark. I mean, I don't know. I think it's also kind of silly, but what did you with?
Oh, mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say, what did you think?
You have a problem with Emily bringing that up at the reunion about the custody.
I thought that was bad. I thought that was really bad. When Emily brought that up, like I looked it up and like you lost custody and she was like shaming her. And I just felt like I thought that was shitty because like Emily's a family lawyer, and I just felt like she knows that there's a lot of like nuances to those situations. Right. And like also to shame the wife and the mother in that situation felt really icky to me. I didn't like that. What did you think?
I agree. I completely agree. I thought it was too far. And it seemed like she was doing it out of retribution. So yes, it just makes more sense why Katie would go low with the blogger stuff, because I think she's trying to get back at Emily. And
yeah, I'm like firmly team Katie for this entire episode. I'm going to say this like straight up. I don't know if I'll stay team Katie, but as of right now, I just think that like everything that they brought up on the at the reunion was really like gross. And and like Emily's like, I never said anything bad about Heather Dubrow, and how could you? I'm like, I 100% believe that Emily and Shane had conversations about her castmates, her coworkers, and the kids overheard it. I 100% believe it, and she's embarrassed and she's trying to deflect, away from, Heather's the wealthiest person on the cast, and she doesn't want to get on Heather's bad side, I think, ultimately.
Right. Yeah, nobody does. And Heather doesn't want to get on anybody's bad side because she doesn't necessarily, like, she's not hanging. You know what I mean? They're not like, let's go hang, Heather.
And she never could get on anyone's bad side because she is young and hip and cool, and everyone loves Heather Dubrow.
I think that after this whole blogger thing goes away and Katie apologizes for taking it a little bit too far, I think we have a clean slate, because honestly, I do see, what Katie did was wrong.
Yeah.
But I also can see why she would do it, and why she would tit for tat. And so, because they're saying like, we all agreed that we wouldn't do this after the reunion. It's like, well, yeah, after you just dragged Katie through the mud with the custody stuff, then you all agreed. So she needed to get one more jab in, I think, before she could let it go. And now we can call it even.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine with that. I think get like one little, like a little thing on the side there,
Yeah.
So, Shannon's like, well, but the thing is that Emily's ex Nanny came forward to talk, and Katie's like, yeah, she reached out to me, and we see this headline that says, Emily Simpson's former nanny speaks out saying Emily's kids know everything and hated Heather Dubrow, which is such a funny.
It is hilarious.
So Emily's kids hated Heather Dubrow, or that Emily hated Heather Dubrow, or all of the above? Did they just all hate Heather Dubrow in that household?
They just as a family unit.
That's one of their favorite family activities together, just to hate Heather Dubrow.
Right.
So Shannon's like, well,
Emily is saying that you told the nanny where to put the information out there.
so Katie then explains. She says, after the reunion, Emily's ex, and he like reached out to me and said, your daughter's not lying. And this is my experience. And it was just like really validating. And I said, there's nothing I can do with this. So I told her, look, this is the podcast that Callie just did, my daughter. And she then reached out to the podcast. And I had nothing with any of that going on. That was nothing. I said, here, this is the podcast. I'm assuming their email is probably like contact at nannydish.com.
Exposure, blogger, post, social media at Gmail. Yeah.
And so be it, it wasn't,
And just
I
fell
don't
into the
know.
wrong hands, so I laid it out like a Golden Corral buffet. And, I didn't tell anybody to go pick it up or eat it. I just
happened to notice that there was a podcast that my daughter was on, and I don't know how she got on that either, but either way, it just happened.
Shannon tried a little. She was like,
And you our kids, they don't go on podcasts. Are you okay with that?
she was like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I'm down with it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's also funny that there's all this discussion about like the etiquette of going onto a podcast or talking to the podcast or talking to the gossip people when like Tamara has 2 T's in a pod, and that's like literally like she is as much a part of this ecosystem as anyone else is at this point.
Oh,
Tamara
yeah.
talks gossip. Like Tamara, like 2 T's in a pod, we're all in it. We're all in the mix together. So they can't act like they are like, how could you talk to bloggers?
Right, when
also
they
funny.
are. That is
It's like
funny.
you're in it. You're part of it. You're part of the world.
It's
And
so
Gina
strange.
and-
how bloggers are now a part of the entire like tapestry of these episodes now. I don't know if I really like that.
Yeah, it's weird. But they're also like so obsessed with it because I think they're all just very concerned with controlling the narrative. And when they can't control the narrative, they lose their minds because like, honestly, I think Emily, if it were me, I'd be like, okay, well, whatever. So it's a disgruntled ex-nanny. Who the fuck cares? I'm moving out of my life. I've got bigger fish to fry.
Right.
But she's like, I'm going to hire a lawyer. I'm like, it seems a bit excessive over an ex-nanny, saying some stupid headline.
Yeah, I can understand. I guess I can understand her putting a cease and desist out if she's saying stuff about her family and her kids, because when it comes to the kids, so I do.
They're off
think
limits.
They're off limits. So I do feel like if I was in her position, I would be like, yeah, you were actually working for me, and those are my kids, and now you're speaking on behalf. Like I would probably do something legal too. So
Like
I'll go.
cease and desist.
Yeah, I'll go Team Emily on that one for sure. You got to gag that nanny because she's messy as hell.
You got to gag the nanny.
Yeah,
So-
you got to gag that nanny. You gag order.
Gag that nanny. Now we go back over to Gina's new house, and I have to say,
Gag that nanny.
Limits on time only. Gag that nanny. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
She's finally moved into a larger house. Talk about claustrophobia. I mean, you said that you felt claustrophobic in Shannon's house. I mean, if I had to watch Gina cram another child into a closet and
Or
put
a
like
clock.
a little divider,
Or a large clock. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
there's a lot.
Yeah.
She was doing a lot in that small space, but she has a very big she's moved into a house, and she had a very big moment because she went to Bali. Do you have, I don't know if you have if you happen to have the notes in front of you, do you want to read this Gina monologue? But if you don't have the notes, then don't worry about it.
The Gina monologue. Yeah. Where did I put it?
Sorry, I know I just sort of like ambushed you with the monologue, but I just felt like this is such a big Gina explanation on page 3. We're only on page 3 of our notes.
Are you
But,
serious? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
She's basically, yes.
I think
she's
I've got
talking
it.
about yes, you see it. Please.
At the very
regale
bottom of
us.
3?
Yes.
Okay.
Travis and I have made the decision to move back in together. There are not a lot of homes this size in my neighborhood. And last year, it was very easy to say, oh, we can afford something together, because that wasn't the real issue. This is going to sound weird, but I took a trip to Bali over the summer, and honestly, it was a life-changing trip. I so connected to the wind when I was there. And there were so many things. I found out that I was living with fear and making decisions out of fear. Everything happened with Travis and his ex. It really scared me. And I decided that I'm going to let anybody else an ability to move in with their life dictate mine, like I feel fucking free.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for like giving us a moment of Gina like that. That was,
I don't know what it was.
You really translated the emotional and spiritual growth that she felt by going to Bali.
That's what Bali does. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it turns out Bali is a neighborhood bar and grill in Costa Mesa.
With an outdoor patio on the roof, so it gets a lot of wind.
Very, very windy.
As I was eating those mozzarella sticks, I realized, why am I living in fear?
So Emily comes over and they say hi and everything. And, it's baby steps for Gina because she's like, I need a couch. I feel bad. And they just have like a bunch of Costco chairs set up and everything. So Gina's like, I gotta tell you something. Okay, I went to the dog beach the other day with Jen and Shannon, and Jen basically told me that Katie did tell Jen that Nanny reached out to Katie, and Katie gave her the information for that podcaster. And I had to like literally stop and rewind it 3 times. Like I think they even put up like a little infographic so we could follow what the hell she was saying.
Yeah,
I still had to go back and rewatch it.
That's amazing. That was an amazing moment. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, so like, it's like this girl, and it's basically like, hi, Katie, I want to ruin Emily's life and I want to talk shit about her children. And Katie's like, okay, here's the phone number. Like, go do it.
Yeah, because like Annabelle's friends all have Instagram and social media and they tell her things that they read about her. I'm like, wait, Annabelle's in the mix here? What?
Right.
I wonder if did the nanny have some stuff to say about Annabelle?
I know. Did she trash Annabelle? I know. I thought, well, is it that it's about her brothers and what are they making fun of her about? I mean, I guess just being a Real Housewives daughter, I suppose.
I guess so.
Kids can be brutal.
Yeah. Kids are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily basically saying, kill them all. I'll kill you. She's like, I've never felt so violated in my life. I get that Katie can't control the fact that the nanny reached out to her. However, instead of telling me or ignoring it, she connected the nanny with a podcaster. Yeah, I guess probably like the way to build a relationship would be like, hey, just so you know, this nanny is starting to sniff around, and I want you to know I'm not taking the bait.
Right.
But instead,
it's Housewives. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to. Or you could say, hey, go on to the Nanny Shit Talk podcast and
right.
Have at it.
Wouldn't it have been great if Emily's like, by the way, that nanny's been dead for 4 years. You're talking to a ghost.
Gina's like, oh my God, you're talking to a ghost too. Wait a second.
So Emily's just basically saying, the problem is other bloggers read it and then they replicate it so that the general public can all comment on my parenting and my children. I'm like, that is true. But also, okay, I mean, you're on a reality show.
Right.
And you set, a big part of it is that you're talking about your children. You make us sit through scenes of taking Annabelle to modeling auditions. Right. And that's fine. That's what's going on in your life. But if you want to protect your children, you really should not be on this show.
I agree. Because, I mean, every time they talk about we don't talk about the children, it's not about the children. Everything becomes about the children, really.
Yeah.
Because everybody steps over the boundaries.
Yeah. And literally the rest of Emily's episode is about her kid. So it's obviously it's not talking shit about the kid. That's for me to do. Guess what's coming up? No, just kidding. But the point is that there's a risk. There's an inherent risk about like highlighting your children on TV. And I'm not being like, well, deal with it. But like also, you know, I don't know. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you people can talk.
Yeah.
People will talk.
People are going to talk.
People can say things.
Speaking of, I don't mean to skip ahead, but the whole thing with Emily's son's eating disorder, the RFED thing, that's really intense. I mean, I could see that, but I could see that in both ways. Like in many ways, it's going to be relatable for a lot of parents out there who have kids that struggle with this. I have heard of it, and basically, like, I could see it being a good thing for her and for people to come together as a community, but it's also difficult to see it being exposed on this show when he's so young. I go back and forth.
I feel like I was actually, it's funny because I do sound like I'm sort of like all over the map here, because I actually was really glad that was profiled, because that's something I really didn't know about. And I thought it was fascinating. And I thought it was like a very real thing going on in her life. So like, I want the housewives to show the real things and the struggles that they go through. And I found it was like compelling, and I like looked it up on my phone.
Wow.
And I just was, so I like that she shared that and she brought awareness to it. But it's like, it's just, there's something I always find to be very hypocritical about really any housewife who's like, oh my God, I don't want people talking about my children. It's like, well, but just know it can be a double-edged sword. And like, you know, we don't try to make fun of the kids because they're just the kids, unless the kids do something terrible. But it's just like, you know.
I hope that doesn't come back and backfire in any way, you know. Because that'll be really awful. You know, you don't want to have anybody weaponize anything about their kids. And it ends up happening in a lot of shows, you know. They really do it. They do it a lot.
And then there's some people who also just like play that card too. Like if someone just mentions like the word kid and like a theoretical, like they just lose their mind. Like, do not bring up the children. This is not about, you know, like I was talking about a goat, a kid goat, you know?
Yeah. Right.
So then, so back to Shannon and Katie, and, you know, Katie is saying like, you know, she was okay, you know, with Callie telling her, she's like, I was okay with, you know, Callie telling her truth, but I was also pissed. I mean, because like you talk about my custody and something that was extremely painful to not just me, but those 3 kids. And that's just not apples to apples, Shannon.
Oh, well, I didn't realize we could get a computer here. So I will, if there are any apples around.
Let me put this orange down. No, I'm not going to put an orange down. Never, ever.
It goes surprisingly well with this trail mix.
Yes.
So basically Katie's like, yeah, like they brought up this thing at the reunion and it was shitty, and like everything has been squashed. They bring it back up again, and I never got an apology. And like this thing with the nanny does not even compare to what they brought up at the reunion and what they aired out. So, and I kind of agree, to be honest.
I agree. I do.
You know?
I agree. Yeah.
So then Gina, meanwhile, is like,
you know, I've had it with her, so I have to get this out, because like it actually is like, okay, so I called Katie to invite her to coffee because I've had it with her. I've absolutely had it. I guess this is gonna be the new. This is what Gina does at the top of the season. She just like goes hard after someone. She's like, I'm gonna invite you to coffee and I'm gonna yell at you.
Yeah.
Because that's. She did last year to Jen. She's
like, oh God, you're not paying your mortgage or your rent.
Right.
And I'm in real estate, so I know about that now. Legit license.
Did you know that they call it to let in Europe? Yeah. I know these things. I work in real estate now. Feel bad.
Now.
So Emily is like, she's like, well, I want to go, but I have mom things going on. She's like really hard. So now we come back over to as a new scene, and Shannon's at house, and now she is like FaceTiming with Stella, and she's like,
oh, so what country are you in now, Stella?
And she's like, Amsterdam.
Oh, well, that's not technically a country, it's a city, but that's okay. I'm so happy for that education we paid thousands of dollars for.
She's like,
so what are you going to be doing in Amsterdam? And why are you still up? Missy, it should be at 8 o'clock over there, as far as I can tell.
She's like, we can go to a rave.
Oh, A rave. I'm not sure I understand what a rave actually is. Is that French for going to bed early, or am I?
Are you gonna meet up with a fine gentleman at a coffee shop? Is that what a rave is? Is a raving?
Will you be writing a very positive review of an establishment, a rave?
Are you getting on top of a bar and dancing like your mother on Love Hotel?
Are you gonna be wild and hilarious and fun? Will Earl the Pearl be there? Will Earl the Pearl be there?
Earl.
It's like, no, it started like 11 and like it's like gonna go until like 7 in the morning, and the DJ I'm gonna go see is at from 2:30 to 5:30.
Oh, well. You mean drug o'clock, Missy?
Drug o'clock.
I'm just so proud of my Stella, somebody who was like, Mom, I hate you. I'm never leaving this house. I'm going to take this house from you. And Dad, and I don't like anybody in this family, is thriving in Amsterdam. I can't believe it.
Wow, maybe she will run into her new stepmother there in one of the windows where all the sluts are. Oh, I'm sorry. Red light district. This is more like the red light district because I am seeing red right now, Stella. You get back into bed.
Okay, Mom. All right. Well, Mom, there's going to be maybe a hurricane here in France. So can you just make sure you're checking the apps?
Well, I didn't know that there would be a hurricane. If you had told me that there'd be a hurricane, I would have checked it. I would have 100% checked it, but I don't know these things unless you communicate with me, Stella.
Earl the Pearl's like, Shannon, just want to text you to let you know that we had a very sunny day yesterday and I got a bit sunburned, and I would have appreciated you to send me a note to say that you were thinking of me.
I said use SPF. What more do you want me to do?
When you said a cloud had passed over the sun, I thought you were safe. You did not tell me that the cloud would keep on moving.
You said you were in lake water. Lake water isn't as sun absorbent as the ocean, and I only know oceans.
I am sorry that I don't know how SPF works in different terrains. I am sorry, and I will work on that, but I can't be expected to know these things unless you communicate with me, Earl. That's what I'm trying to say to you, and I'm just not even sure I could continue with this text message. By the way,
it's not enough, Shannon. It's not enough.
By the way, Earl, did they open up the dynamic lanes in Georgia yet? Because we have them here, and they are wonderful.
Oh, boy.
So, speaking of dynamic, let's go see what the Dubrows are up to. So we're over at their Beverly Hills house, which is just like stripped down and just like there's like nothing left of it. And Heather's talking about how Max is in, I almost said asbestos, is in Paris. And they're walking around and Terry's like, wow, this place looks like shit. How much asbestos did he find? Well, no one ever told me because unfortunately, people are apparently, quote unquote, scared to tell me about asbestos. And I don't understand why that would be. He's like, well, my stepfather died from asbestos of the lung, by the way. And Heather's like, well, I feel like I failed. I said, you didn't fail. You did hear that I just mentioned that my stepfather died of asbestos, right? No, I'm really just focusing on this.
Me. I'm talking about me and communicating with the construction people.
This is far more serious than whatever happened to your stepfather. When we bought the Beverly Hills house, I had a really good plan. We were going to buy this house, renovate it, spend the mornings waving to Drake next door, the rest of the morning throwing pebbles down at Wendy Malick down at the bottom of the hill.
Wendy.
But now look at us. Drake has to look at this. This is what he thinks of me. He thinks, look at that woman who was on that CBS pilot in 1999. Look at the state of her house. This is no way to live.
What an embarrassment to my entire reputation. So I will stand here out in the very open. Get a look at me for the last time, Drake.
Take a good look, Drake. because television's Heather Dubrow won't be standing here much longer.
Poof! She blows like smoke and she disappears like a magician.
She shows up in Dorit's house. This is mine now. I've consulted Bravo. They said that I can take this over now. Goodbye. So apparently,
Great timing. It's not paid for anyway.
they were telling me that there was an issue with the door and closing, and then it turns out they were saying for closing. Oh, a huge mistake. You can have it now. So Heather is saying that basically they bought this house. They had this plan to renovate it. They tore it, they like stripped it down, and then the contractor was like, by the way, it's going to cost $8 million more to renovate this than we originally said. So
Yeesh.
She had him killed. If you ever give me an estimate like that again, it will cost you a lot. So now the house is just in this sad state, and they are just trying to figure out what to do. And Terry's like, well, I mean, let's just sell it. Let's just move on. Am I right?
Such a good Terry. That's such a good Terry.
Really?
It's really good. It's really good. He does kind of blend. He kind of talks like a jazz singer or something. I don't know. Yeah.
We can just move on. Let's find another rapper to live next to. I don't know.
This house.
You know what Macklemore's up to? You know? So, I love his music. What a relevant rapper artist. So she's like, well, first of all, we have to finish the floors because to me it looks like a war zone. It's like someone broke out in war on my floor and we have to fix it. And he's like, well, war. I mean, what? They're just going to tear it all up again. Oh, it's so little money, Terry. I mean, what is it? $350,000. Come on.
Well, if I can change. I love this Terry Dubrow thing. It's so funny.
$45,000. I mean, it's $45,000. I mean, that's a party you throw at Nobu, isn't it? Wendy Malick wishes. Oh, we're laughing, Terry. Terry, laugh, Terry.
Let it echo through the canyon, Terry. Let Drake see how happy we are.
This could be inspiration for Jake's next new jam. So I will be a guest vocalist. Okay. Does Drake know that I once sang a song produced and written by Richard Marx? I think I would be a valuable person on this track. By the way, I love that song.
I love that video. Do yourself a favor. Because this happened, all right? Have a nice gummy. Have a THC gummy, whatever you can handle, okay? Then go back and watch that gaggle of Orange County ladies sing that song, and you're going to trip out. It's so good.
I sing that song so much. I'm
How does it
mad
go?
that it goes, well, sometimes I'm a good girl, sometimes I'm bad. I do what I want because it's all I have. And
You know it from the beginning. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. And then we get to the bridge. Heather Dubrow does the bridge because they're all singing terribly. It's like Emily going like, sometimes I'm a good girl, sometimes I'm bad. And then Noella's like, and Dr. Jen is on it. But then Heather Dubrow comes on. She goes, you are all I need. She does the whole bridge. And it goes,
Oh, yeah.
then it goes the big chorus, which is, I do whatever I want, whenever I want, with no expectations. I go wherever I want, whoever I want to, and wherever I'll be. I'm messing up the lyrics, but that's like basically
That's the gist.
that's the spirit of it.
Love
And
it.
I'm telling you right now, like it is such a beautiful and pure song. And it should have
it
been
is.
released as a true single, you know.
I agree. And thank you, Richard Marx.
Yeah, thank you, Richard Marx, for this beautiful, beautiful song. I actually have it in my iTunes library. Although for some reason it's just like not showing up right now, and I'm like really sad.
It's a ghost.
You know, it's a ghost. I think it's labeled the OC Reels.
Oh, yeah. Right. Nice. This is a great
It's so
throwback.
good.
I love
It's
that.
great. Yeah, it's called like Whatever I Want or whatever, but
Okay.
it's some of Richard Mark's greatest work. And I'm sorry I can't pull it up for you. It's just for some reason hiding away. I was going to try to play it and make it a beautiful moment for us.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
Yeah,
I think you did a
sorry,
great
I failed.
job. I think you did a great job.
Thank
anyway.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, now I'm concerned. I'm like, where's my music file?
Yeah, you're
what if
like,
I want to
who
listen to
deleted
it.
this?
I'm like, wait a second. What? So now we go to Emily at home, and she's asking her son if he wants to eat something, and he's like, no. And this scene, we sort of just think it's a scene with like kids, right?
Yeah.
And he's saying that he ate some pirate's booty at lunch or whatever, and like just nothing, whatever. And you're like, okay. And Emily's saying how the sons are 10 and they're sort of small for their age and everything. Like, okay. And then this is when she tells everyone that Luke has been diagnosed with ARFID, which stands for Avoidance Restrictive Food Intake Disorder, where it's where people don't want to eat, like they don't like the idea of eating, and it's not difficult, but like it's a whole thing, and it's like very scary and very fascinating. And my heart really went out to her when she was describing this whole process.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah.
So she's saying they have him in therapy and they're trying to get him to try different things. And Shane's talking about how they try to get, he's recently learned about Chex Mix and, baby steps, but wow, so scary.
It is. I think, with Shane saying, well, we've identified it and we're getting the help. I mean, that's the most important thing, obviously, is that they now know what it is. I mean, you see these warning signs, or you see things like, and how Gina was reflecting on her situation with her daughter and the sensory issues. And I love how she shared, she felt guilt, but it's just so difficult to notice what the signs to look for. Sometimes they just pass right by you. And one of the things that I've learned as a parent, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and all kids have issues, by the way, and so do adults. Everybody has their thing. And 100%. That's one thing that I've realized about, having a child, we have our issues and everybody we know has their issues. But one of the things I've learned is just to be a good observer and to really take note of things, and don't be afraid to be like, I'm going to clock this and I'm going to maybe jot this down. And by the way, I have heard of ARFID. There is this, do you mind if I give a podcast,
absolutely.
a shout out? Okay.
100%.
So there's this podcast, it's called Parenting Survival, Parenting Survival. And it's all about she's I think she's a therapist. I'm not sure what her credentials are, but she has several kids, and she's also a child counselor, but she knows so much about child OCD, child anxiety, kids with ARFID, all of those things that kind of meld together that can kind of cross over. And that's when I even heard about it, because I just really like listening to her podcast and learning all about this different stuff. And I was like, wow, this is such a thing I never knew, but it is real. And when Emily's talking about it, it's nice to hear someone label it, because it's not something, like you said, that people really know about, and it can pass you by. You might not know what it is and how to help it.
Yeah, I think that actually she did a great service, because there probably are parents who are like, well, my child's just a picky eater or whatever. And I have to imagine, I don't have kids, but I have to imagine that if you suspect something is amiss, there might be an instinct to be like, I don't want to, you sort of maybe go into denial, because it's actually very scary. Yeah. And the counterintuitive thing with anything, and it happens to us as adults with our bodies sometimes, that we think well, I want to ignore it, because you get this irrational feeling if you ignore it, it's not really there. And the truth is, you actually want to lean into it and start whatever treatment you can as soon as possible, or awareness. And so it's really good if it's helping, if this storyline does help other parents realize there may be, maybe there's something going on in their household that they were maybe turning a blind eye to. So I think it could be really helpful. It's also just fascinating to me.
It is.
It's just, really? It's intriguing. I'm intrigued to see what this journey is going to be, and what the treatment's going to be. I'm actually very fascinated by this whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just all about like making that first appointment, that just can set the course. And that's always the hardest thing to do. It's like, well, where do I start? Just go to your primary. Then they can give you to another specialist. Then they can give you, and then just the research, you got to do your research. And there's just so many outlets now. Like you can join a Facebook group that's like ARFID support. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much stuff out there now.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing is like when you're scared about something going on in your body or maybe your child's body or a loved one's body, it's like the great unknown. But like once you actually get yourself onto a path of treatment or like being proactive about it, it suddenly becomes much less, I won't say it becomes less scary, but it becomes like, okay, like
I'm not the only one.
I can take this on. We're gonna figure something out here, as opposed to this like thing that you can't even like look at or talk about.
Right. Right.
So, yeah. So good on Emily.
Yeah. I mean, when we grew up, our parents would be like, have a fucking Cheeto and go to bed, like they're not going to look at it, but it's a different time.
Yeah. I mean, it is exactly. So Emily and Shane are dealing with that. And then as long as we're talking about mental health issues and what's going on in the body and whatnot, we then move to elsewhere in Orange County for Tamra Judge to have her therapy session. So she comes in. It's like, she's like already crying. Listen, I want to say first and foremost,
cheers.
Cheers. I 100%, I love therapy. I had therapy 2 days ago. I totally endorse therapy. I want everyone to get therapy. I want Tamara to get therapy. I want everyone to get therapy because which by the way, very similar situation. I was sort of scared to start therapy because it was like, so you're sort of like, I don't need therapy, whatever. And then you finally just do it and you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is something though. It kind of is. It's a big deal, but it's good. It's great. Once
it's definitely not the same. It's not the same as like, for instance, what Emily is dealing with. But the point is that like we can sometimes dig our heels in for treating things.
Exactly.
So I really am happy that Tamara is in therapy. But that being said, like she is so funny. Like Tamara going to therapy, like this therapy session, like I wanted to, the therapist seemed by all accounts like a totally legit good therapist, and this could have been all authentic, but there's just something about Tamra just showing up already crying, like in just full Tamra soapy melodrama that just, I was cracking up. I was like, I love this show.
I also love that the therapist immediately needed to correct the fact that she hasn't been assessed for being on the spectrum. Yes. She knew what happened, already, obviously. So she was like, yeah, I understand. So we do need to get you assessed because we haven't done that yet. And, we can cross that bridge when we come to it because an assessment will be needed. Tamara's like, I just may have got you excited on my podcast and I was just excited to be on the spectrum. So I just wanted to say it. Just wanted to shout it from the rooftops. People are past.
I just want to say I've been crying since last week's therapy session because I looked at my bill and my bill from Spectrum is so high. Please, you just have to stop saying that word, Tamara. I think our first.
I get it.
Just stop saying the word. Okay, just stop saying it.
Stop it. It's a trigger. It's maybe just let's use different language.
Okay. All right. Well, I was helping my son with his physics homework and he was learning about color and a lot of colors on the spectrum there. Okay, Tamara.
Pull it back. Okay.
Sorry, bitch.
Can you watch your language across the board? You can refer to me as Dr. Jones. Okay,
okay bitch. I just think that maybe I actually am on the spectrum after all, because that's my opinion.
I love the flashback of all of her freakouts.
I know. And so now she is now her whole thing is dealing with unprocessed trauma, which, by the way, I don't know if she's talking about her or we as an audience who have been watching her for so many years having to take on so much of what she's done, but she's gonna work on it. So she's like, my sensory issues are heightened, my intrusive thoughts are out of control right now. It's like right. Well, yeah, the unprocessed trauma, that whether or not that was on the spectrum or not, which I think we can agree was not. I didn't actually say that. You said that.
You said, if you could sign here that you said that, not me, that would be great on camera. There we go.
Yeah. So remember how we talked about how people with trauma don't respond in ways that people are going to expect them to respond. So for instance, if I don't know, you're a therapist and you talk to someone and you say, there are some people on the spectrum who have, who process emotions differently. And then the person with the trauma then goes and announces that they're on the spectrum. That would be a response that you would not expect, right? That would be
disgusting. Thank God I didn't do that.
You did do that.
I did do that. I did that.
So you have a daughter who has requested multiple times that you don't bring her up on camera. Is there anything you'd like to say? Yeah, with Sydney, it's just like everything with Sydney.
Yeah, on camera again.
Here it goes again. Although honestly, I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what? I'm sort of on Tamra's side at this point. This girl's got like Sydney. You just have to deal with it. Your name is. Like,
I know at this point, right?
Just
You're
like
right.
your mom do her job.
I guess her daughter's probably like, this is the least amount that she'll talk about me if I say don't talk about me. But if I'm in her life, she'll probably won't stop talking about me.
But I think it goes the other way around because the daughter doesn't realize she's just giving Tamra an endless storyline.
Oh, right. Right.
You just have to. What Sydney has to do is she's gonna have to suck up one annoying season where it's like we're mending things. She's gonna come on camera. I'm bringing her to a coffee shop, and then we'll never see her again because where the fuck are the rest of Tamara's kids?
Right. Her daughter's gonna be like, "You'll never see my face again," and run out. Remember when Tamara did that? That was amazing. That was my favorite.
I'm so proud.
I love that moment. I'm always like in my head, I'm always when I leave like a party or something, I'm like, you'll never see my face again. I just love that. It's so good.
So good. That's what Gina says when she goes to the stylist. So I'm
doing it myself from now on.
So now we go to a place called Beach Bunny, where Jen and Ryan are shopping. I feel like it's not an Orange County season unless people are at some random bathing suit shop.
Beach Bunny, 100%. Yeah. And how many people went there that day to get a wedding bikini? They were probably like the 12th person.
Yeah, they're like, normal. Unfortunately, we're out of our wedding bikinis, but we do have some wedding one pieces for you.
Yes.
Ron and I have an. Yeah, I really like this with this bathing suit. Thank you so much for your input. I don't think I want to have a bathing suit as a wedding dress, but like, I'll definitely consider it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I love being with you.
He's like, yeah, you know what I'm going to wear for my wedding? I'm going to wear a denim jacket with paint splattered on it. What do you think about that?
Ryan, you're so hot with your paint splatters and your tan and your and your embezzlement and like all your fraud allegedly. Yeah. So fun.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm broke. I'm just saying, why don't we have a wedding where I'm in board shorts and you're in a bikini and we don't have to pay for all that stuff? How about this? Instead of a wedding cake, we can go to Van Leeuwen's. Actually, scratch that. That's pretty expensive. What about we go to the ice cream counter at Rite Aid and just tell people.
That's so romantic.
Get a cone. Get a cone.
That's
they have to pay for it themselves. Yeah, babe.
Well,
I'll give it you.
Why don't we just like get one of those molds and we can make a sandcastle cake on the beach.
How about this? Instead of a DJ, why don't we just sit really close to the good humor guy because he's always playing some sick tunes. And we can just dance on the beach next to him.
Sick tunes. They are sick. Did somebody say sick tunes? I'm there.
I don't know if you know this, but I sometimes wear red in the presence of music royalty Drake. And so I'm aware of music tunes that are played on Good Humor Comedy Festival. What, is Good Humor a comedy show? I was on a Richard Marx album. I don't know if you remember how it goes, but here, let me sing some of it for you. Here you go. Here
my
here it
God.
comes. I brought a band. Good humor guy, play the backing track, please.
Times I'm a good girl, sometimes I'm not. I live for the moment, cause it's all I've got.
That was Dr. Jen.
Okay.
By the way,
That's bad.
we have to go back to Dr. Jen's note. Let's
Okay.
appreciate Dr.
Yeah,
Jen's note.
let's do it.
I live for the moment, cause it's all I've got.
It doesn't even sound like her.
Back. I want
The best is when Heather Dubrow comes in.
Yeah, she actually sounds good, you know?
I am done with all
Well, I mean, in comparison to the other, she sounds like a Celine Dion.
She's really
I just don't
doing a run here.
what I feel.
What did she do with the gravel?
And then whatever I want, whenever I want it, with no expectation. Explanation.
Oh.
With whoever I want, so let's get the questions.
And then there's one more. It's building.
Whatever I want, and baby, I want you.
Ooh, I see what you did there, Mr. Marks.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
a great tune.
Bravo.
It really
Amazing.
is a great tune.
I love that it was so unexpected just then.
And I like you know what, when the chorus, when they all sing together, they all don't sing in unison. They sort of like have their timing is
Overlap.
all a little off,
Yeah.
you know. It's nice.
My daughter's rehearsing for a musical right now, and they sound amazing compared to
What musical?
Matilda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very
it's
nice. Very nice. Very nice. I thought it might be like Hamilton. I was like, that'll be interesting. Second grade production of Hamilton.
Yeah, right. She would love it. She knows some of the words.
So anyway, Jen and Ryan, they're shopping for bikinis and board shorts, and Jen is just still airing out her grievances about Tamra, and she's like, this is Jen's thing. She's like, how was I friends with this woman for so many years, and now I'm the target? I mean, we're both targets for her. How does this even happen? How can we go from being friends to being targets? This is the same person that we were friends with, and now we're targets. I don't even understand how this would even happen, Ryan.
Speaking of, let's pop over to Target, see if they've got some cheaper suits. Why don't we do that while we're talking?
Speaking of which, I hear we can get some sweet paper plates for the wedding over there.
Sweet.
And Jen's like, I mean, she's speaking about possibly doing therapy and she wants to get help for herself. And he comes in with a pretty good callback because he's like,
Oh, man,
well,
was it good?
It was really good. He's like, well, the therapy is fake. She's not doing it for any personal retrospect because the baptism 10 years ago should have had the personal retrospect.
I was like, and who are you, sir? Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard with the baptism receipts.
And-
reminding Tamra.
And we got that nice little montage of the dunk. And I'm
dunk.
like, Ryan has been watching this show, lying in
been.
wait to be a part of this. Has he not?
Oh yeah, that was just a great callback right there. It was also it showed the fakery around the baptism, and also it was also his way of being like, yeah, if you got like severe trauma, like just a little dunk in the pool is not going to be the thing that fixes it. By the way,
Right.
So,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
No offense to
Yeah.
people who
I mean, it's-
dunk in the pool to fix it, but
Yeah. It's a nice tradition, you know.
yeah, I know. I think it's great for the religion. I'm just saying, like,
Get it to
Tamra
the
thought,
book.
like, okay, like I dipped in, and now everything's fixed. I'm a new person. It's like, no, you got to still do the work.
Right. You got to
You still
show
gotta
up.
do the work.
You got to show up. You got to do the work. You got to show up. You got to do the work. You know,
gotta do the work.
Gotta do the work.
bitch.
Gotta work.
Gotta do the work.
Gotta work.
Gotta get a job.
get to work.
Oh, I wish I could do a Vicky voice. After all these years, I still can't because it goes in such strange places, right?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, you know, stuffed up dose. And then all of a sudden,
So now we go with Heather and Emily are having dinner with Heather, Emily, and Tamara are having dinner at a place called Oliver's Trattoria or Trattoria. And Emily's like, hi. And she says, like, how was your birthday? Oh, speaking of birthdays, I have something for you. She's like, oh, you don't have to do anything for me. That's okay. It's more like you'll be doing something for me. It's a contract to have you be my new maid. Do you accept?
How much is it pay?
No, it's actually a handkerchief that I got monogrammed for you. And I got you this handkerchief so that way you wouldn't complain that it was a different size than everyone else's handkerchief. Enjoy.
Is it monogram with your monogram? Because you like to monogram things. Hey, waiter, she likes to monogram things. She monogram HD.
Ha, 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 ha. That's funny. I can laugh at myself. One moment, I am taking a phone call with an assistant. Remove the monogram from the handkerchief. Thank you. She doesn't want to see the HD.
Send a drone with a laser and undo the monogram.
Oh, there goes that plane again. So Heather's like asking about the kids and everything. And she's like, well, you know, Max is in Paris and she has a cat. And oh, I'm sorry, no, Max, I don't know who it is, but Max has a cat in Paris and the cat has a beret.
That was amazing. That was definitely a needed moment because I was like, they fucking showed that picture of that cat in a beret and I lost it. I was like,
I loved it. I was so happy for that cat because you know it was like a $10,000 beret.
Yes. It looked so good in it.
It was like a perfect cat beret.
And the perfect color. It was like a gray cat with the pop of red. I mean, damn.
It was like that cat was starring in the cat version of Emily in Paris in that moment.
Yes.
It was like working at a fashion shop. So, and Meow in Paris.
Meow in Paris. Jerry, let's do a spin-off on E.
Oh, I could play Emily. I don't think I've aged out of that category yet. I will. Here, picture it. I'm a 32-year-old something, a fashionista, if you will, in Paris. I've just arrived on the recommendation of my neighbor, Drake, who says, you got to go to Paris. Bring me back some inspiration from my next album, EP release. It's something called a make fun of track. So that's why I'm here.
Make fun of track. Oh my God, I'm crying.
Okay, what are they even talking about here? So Emily's like, oh, Tamara, your face looks good. She goes, my face?
Fess. My face? Fess.
Yeah, it looks good. What have you been doing?
Crying.
Crying in therapy.
Stress.
Bad news, everyone. I'm not in the spectrum anymore.
Bad news.
So Katie is like, I'm sorry. Tamara's like, I'm getting soft because guess what? I went to dinner with Katie. She wants to go to the Quiet Woman. Oh, of course she wants to go to the Quiet Woman. #fan. Am I right, everyone? God, does anything ever good happen at the Quiet Woman? This is why I only go to Spago and places for other celebrities that Wendy Malick can't get into anymore. So Tamara's like,
well, I haven't talked to Katie in a while. So she says, why did you block me from Instagrams? So I said, you don't know why I blocked you? Because there was a content creator that was putting out stories that ran all these troll accounts. So I went onto Instagram and I said, what are you saying? What you're saying is a lie. And you will hear from my attorney. My attorney happens to be my son, who's also a cowboy rancher. But whatever. So Katie... He's trying to find himself still. So Katie reached out to the girl, and then when I accused her of calling this blogger to console her for attacking me, I caught her in a lie. So
I caught her in lie. Target man, I caught her in lie.
I caught her in lie. It's like hospital in Europe. You know how they say, I went to hospital.
Hospital, yeah, totally. Tamara's like, I caught her in lie. I caught her in lie. It's hard to do like a
traders.
British.
I'm Scottish now.
Scottish.
So, okay. Amy, can you break this down a little bit here? This is a very convoluted thing. But what Tamara's alleging that Katie did, can you just explain to the audience a little bit what's happening? Or
Sure, absolutely. So basically, Tamra is upset because Katie blocked her. That's because there was somebody
a content
there's another
creator.
blogger that like went out there and put all this stuff about Katie. And no, I'm sorry.
About
See, now I'm
Tamra, I
making it
think.
worse. It was about Tamra. But so then Tamra got upset and was really, really pissed and went after this blogger, right? So she was like messaging her, like, I can't believe you're doing this. I thought we were cool, batch. And then so Katie called this blogger over Instagram. You know how you can call people?
Yeah.
And now she's saying, well, I didn't call this blogger. This blogger called me and was like, oh no, Tamara's coming after me. And what the real truth, I believe, is that Katie did call this blogger and was like, I'm so sorry Tamara's doing this to you. Like, was trying to empathize with her.
Mm-hmm.
And furthermore, I'm pretty sure I know the name of the blogger because they put a story up the other day saying before the premiere, you should know that Katie did call me. And I have the receipts to prove it. Should I say the name of the blogger?
Yeah.
It's Bravo Babe.
Oh, yeah. I could see that on screen, by the way. I forgot to mention. They blurted out very poorly. I looked at it. I was like, that says Bravo Babe.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So shout out Bravo Babe. I love her.
Yeah, well, I forgot. Not to take away thunder from that, but it was just like, they put that right out there. But by the way, I'm always so proud when our fellow content creators wind up like in the mess. I don't think we should go out of our way to create mess to be on the show. I just think it's funny when there's the housewives are so messy, like that. Then all of a sudden one of us gets like thrown into it. Like,
yeah, and
Bravo
we have
Babe said this,
right?
Yeah,
and
I trust Bravo Babe.
I do too. She has the receipts. It shows she did a screenshot, and it shows that Katie called her.
Yeah. So in summary, what we have so far on the episode is we have a disgruntled nanny who reached out to Katie and was like, I'm gonna back up your story. And Katie said, well, that's crazy. Well, my daughter was just on this podcast and this is the name of the podcast, Godspeed. And so there's one thing there. And then we have a situation where Bravo Babe had claimed that Tamra created a whole bunch of fake troll accounts, and Tamara's like, no, that didn't happen. And then Katie called Bravo Babe to console her for Tamara attacking her.
Yes, thank you. You did it. I forgot the troll.
Is that what
part, but yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Wow,
you got it.
It's very messy.
I know.
Very messy. I was having a very hard time following it when I was watching. I was like, wait, but
it is so hard.
It's two separate content creator issues happening, but they're both with Katie in the middle.
Right. Good point. Mm-hmm. So who is the common denominator here? Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still team Katie, but I have a feeling.
Yes.
I have a feeling she's
a real shit stirrer. Yeah.
I feel like she's going to be in trouble. Yeah. I feel like sometimes when this happens, you're like, oh, fuck that person. They're a liar. And then sometimes you just watch it like you're watching like Larry David. You're like, oh, you just got yourself into a pickle and we're going to watch you get out of it. And I'm sort of in that's my mindset with Katie. Like,
yeah. Yeah. I'm into watching this unravel.
Yeah, you're new and you've messed up, and now we're going to watch you suffer as Heather Dubrow sharpens her knives.
Yes, right. Exactly.
Speaking of which, Heather's like, why is she trying to hurt everyone? And Tamara's like, she's always got an excuse for everything. I'm like, says Tamara, who's like, I'm so sorry, Jen, for lashing out at you. It turns out that when I see certain types of doorknobs and the sun hits them in certain ways, I get very triggered and reminded of the past.
The thing is, I lashed out because on my way here, I passed like 4 gems, and we closed our cut, and I was just sad about the business, and like I just laughed out because I was mad.
So then basically, they're like, yeah, she's terrible. She's the worst. By the way, and Emily goes, yeah, and also by the way, Jen said that Katie's a con artist. Ooh, a con artist. She told you that. Can we weaponize it? Can we use it? She's like, yes. She told Gina. And so now this is going to be a whole big thing, which is like, wow, it's so bad that not even Jen likes Katie.
I know. That's supposed to be her friend.
Mm-hmm. So now Emily and Gina go to meet Katie for coffee because it's supposed to be Gina and Katie, but Emily's there because why not? Why not ambush, right?
Yeah.
So Gina is driving along like she's in some movie where she is like a mother wronged, and she's going to the school to go yell at the principal. She's like,
oh my God, you're so right.
she is scorned. She's like,
What you did to my son, what you did is unforgivable.
she's just driving with a scowl on her face. She's all bundled up for some reason. She's got like feathers around.
Hair
and, like,
is
her makeup.
flying. Yeah.
Her hair's
Angry.
like bleach blonde roots, and then she's got this dark makeup. I mean, she looks
a vendetta. Yes. It's coming.
like she's like in a like Pedro Almodovar movie or something. So she's driving furiously and then she has Emily. She picked up Emily, and this is actually, I'm like laughing at the way the scene starts, but then it does not become a laughing scene because now Emily is sharing that the therapist is now saying that there's a chance that Luke may be on the spectrum after all the spectrum talk. That his eating disorder is very common with autism. So now he's got to do lots of intensive testing. And they've got to just like, she's like a mess. Like she's really distraught by this, mainly because I don't think that she's like crying that her son might have autism. I think she's crying that she feels like she missed the signs and feels incredibly guilt, which I feel like she should not feel guilty about that at all whatsoever.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And he's been thriving. I mean, some of these conditions don't really show up right away. And sometimes you don't know if it's an actual pattern, especially with a child every child is a picky eater. So you really, you got to play the long game with this. You just don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And Gina is actually a really good friend right here because she's talking about how her daughter has like sensory issues, I believe, and that like she was like Gina was shocked that a professional, like a teacher, was like, by the way, I think your daughter has some sensory issues, and Gina was like she felt bad that she didn't notice it. Now, to be fair, Gina not noticing something is not the wildest thing in the world. Let's be honest. But in this case, as a mother, like all jokes aside, like I thought she was like such a good friend to Emily in that moment, being like, look, I've been there. Don't feel guilty. I'll get you through this together.
Absolutely. A really good friend. And also Gina was going through a pretty horrific time in her marriage at that point.
Yeah. I literally thought you were going to say also Gina was driving through a stop sign at that moment.
Go on, you got to get the coffee.
Right.
But anyway, it's, like it felt really bad for Emily that she was being so hard on herself in that moment. I think she needs to give herself some more grace.
Absolutely.
So, now we have, Shannon is going to be, she's getting this Golden Door get together ready. So Shannon has an assistant named Claire, and Shannon's like, well, I will tell you one thing, Claire. First of all, I thought you were the Claire, but apparently you were not related to the store in the mall, so thanks for the misleading name. I was about to brag that my team is full of intrepid millionaires. That's fine. But I'll tell you one thing I'm not going to do today is a sound bath, because I had a bowl in my head and someone took a mallet and whacked me. And then we have a flashback to that amazing scene with Kelly Dodd.
Oh, my God. That was not, now that was it. Was that the same?
That was Mirrorball.
That was Mirrorball. Okay.
Yeah.
That was Mirrorball. That was
Mirrorball.
Taylor Swift's hit song.
It's also where Rachel, aka Raquel, went to heal from Scandival. It was Mirrorball.
Well, that's right. So, Kelly knocked her on the head too with the bowl. Yeah.
Kelly was waiting. I've been waiting here for a long time. Put that bowl in your head. So she declares, so they're packing up and everything. And Tamara's like, I'm a little bit nervous about even going to this. I'm not going to beg for someone's friendship, but it's just amazing how she can throw friendships away like that. I just don't understand how she could be so heartless. Talking about Shannon, of course. And of course, Eddie is there with his typical Eddie advice, like, have you even met her? She's not even a real friend. Thanks, Eddie.
I hear this. I'm like, is there a gas leak? It's like a low whistle. Like, what is that noise? Like, what is that? Was somebody leave
that sound?
A burner on? Like, what is happening? Is my sound machine on from last night? What?
The smoke alarm starts going off. By the way, 4 beeps on the smoke alarm. We literally had a carbon monoxide leak here. Like,
oh, really?
Yes. And just so you know, PSA, if your detector gives 4 beeps and not like any other number, 4 beeps means carbon monoxide. So that's important, because if you hear it and you're like, why won't my detector go off? It's broken. Don't take your detector off and be like, it's broken. If you hear the 4 beeps, go outside. That's the PSA.
Oh God, thank you
from
for
an
that.
exciting carbon monoxide experience that we had.
Oh my gosh, Ben, that's crazy. That's
Yeah,
scary.
that's really crazy. It's very, very scary. But that does not take away from the fact that there may be a slow leak also happening with Eddie, because he's
It's like a deflating balloon, you know? It's just like,
maybe he's the one that's leaking. So
Eddie, what'd you say?
so Shannon arrives at the Golden Door.
She's like, no, there is just some magical energy at this place. I mean, all you can eat mashed potatoes and green peas. Oh. No, I keep on getting myself confused about where we actually are. Well, either way, it's the intentions you set. When you walk through the doors, I mean, it's $12,950 for 8 days, but I come out as a better person. I come out as a person who has to say they're a better person because they just spent $12,000. And if they don't say they're a better person, then what are you doing with your money? Am I right? Oh, God.
John Jansen sent me here 4 times, and I came back a better person every time. It's his fault.
I hear that Julia Roberts comes here, Susan Sarandon, Oprah Winfrey, Elizabeth Taylor comes here from time to time. She's dead, but I hear that she haunts these halls like Gina does at an AutoZone.
Boo!
There are so many luminaries that have been here. I hear that Sissy Spacek, maybe. The older sister from Mr. Belvedere has been known to visit. Cokie Roberts back in the day, another R.I.P.
Cokie.
Everyone. So Gina, Heather, and Tamara arrive. Tamara is really upset because the news has just broken about Teddy Mellencamp and her brain cancer. So there's heavy shit swirling around this episode. So
yeah,
they're really,
this was crazy because it was like Tamara was already upset. And so when we first saw her in that therapy session, I thought she was crying about Teddy.
Same.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I thought so too, but then I don't think it was about Teddy. I think she was crying just
right.
It was just Tamara cry. It was just
it kind of, I mean, I hate to say it, but it sort of took away from the, intensity of what we all, found out. And I mean, that's like her best friend. It was just horrific.
Yeah.
And we all knew what they were shooting at that time. And she left, was like, you'll never see my face again. And then came back. But it's horrific and horrible and terrible.
Yeah.
And
a lot of heavy things.
Mm-hmm.
And Shannon, meanwhile, was gearing up to have a whole big confrontation with Tamara. She literally was like,
I'm going to say something to her. We are going to walk through that golden door and I will say something and I have it all written here on my telephone.
and then she's like, oh, I guess I can't say anything right now anyway. Because she literally was like, yeah, I was going to say something, but I'm going to have compassion. So put it to the side. Yeah.
Smart. Good.
Yeah. So Shannon says,
one of the issues that I've come to the Golden Door for is to get clarity. As I think people, when they see Shannon Beador, they say, look at that person who's thinking clearly at all times. That's the Golden Door at work.
That's the magic. That's what happens. You go in a mess, you come out just a clean spirit.
They are so nice here. And I did check, and it looks like the woman who greeted us at the door will not be trying to set us up with some middle-aged men. So I had an issue at the last hotel I stayed with. Very, very over-involved valet named Joel Kim Brewster.
I promise I won't get into a fight with the person in charge here.
By the way, I also thought the woman, I think her name was like Kimberly or something. She kept on greeting people like, welcome to the Golden Door. And she said it this exact same way that they put up 3 of her at one point. And it was like, welcome to the Golden Door, Golden Door, Golden. It was like all the exact same way, like a robot.
Totally. She's just an AI, like you see through her.
It's a hologram.
Digital. Yeah, that's what it is. I couldn't think of what it is. Like, what is that?
No,
thing?
made from AI, an AI hologram.
Okay.
So Emily is there and she is really upset still about she's upset about Katie because Gina's like,
I'm telling you, I don't trust this girl at all.
you know, because by the way, they didn't like. Did we just skip? By the way, did I just like skip completely over their whole coffees? I feel like we talked about them going to coffee, but we didn't actually talk about them in the coffee scene. Okay, rewind. This coffee scene was important, and I feel like
wait. I'm trying to think. When Emily and Gina and who was at coffee?
We talked. It was Emily, Gina, and Katie, and we talked about them going to coffee, and then we started talking about like the news about the autism, and then we forgot that there was a full petty scene that a centerpiece scene that we just completely missed. Well, guess what, everyone? We're going back. We're going back into the trenches.
You guys, get back in that fucking car because they're going back.
Where we're going, they don't need any roads. Going into DeLorean, going back in times.
How are you guys?
Okay.
I mean, I'm all right. Like, I'm fine, but
Yeah. Now Gina's
Please
mad.
go on.
Okay.
Please go on. Please go on.
I mean, I'm here for my friend. She's upset. I mean, for me, it just kind of felt like everything happened with you last year. I lost a lot of trust with you, and I reached out to you, and you picked me up. He picked up the phone, and I called you, my best friend, Jen, and a couple of conversations where Jen was questioning your motives, your behavior. She didn't think that things added up with you, and I don't trust you, and now I don't trust you. And Jen said you're a con artist. That's not my word. That's Jen's word.
I just remember you saying we have to move on and we all talk shit about each other and we all do these things. So that's what I was doing. I was just moving on.
It's fine, but we don't all talk to bloggers. There's a difference.
Yeah, because of your ex-nanny who came to me. Is that why? Also, I just want to highlight again that Tamra is one of the podcasters and bloggers that we don't talk to. Okay, continue on. I should have ignored her, but you know what? I was pissed. That's why I did that.
It's not an excuse, Katie. Oh, I'm mad.
Okay, well, you just knocked over my coffee with your anger. If you're pissed with me, then deal with me. You don't think I haven't gone to a reunion and been pissed and hurt for 2 fucking years? I had to deal with people coming after my husband and my marriage. Okay, get in line.
I've never been on a reality show.
You were just on the season.
Okay,
You're lying. You're lying right now.
Well, my name is not Katie. I'm just trying to do the best I can. And
Wait a second. Is your phone on?
Yes.
Are you on speakerphone with someone? Who are you calling right now?
I'm calling someone from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Is that wrong?
No, you're not. That's a lie. Wait, let me look at that. Wait a second. Drama Darling with Amy Phillips? What the fuck are you doing?
She has an amazing podcast and she's my best friend. She reached out to me and so now we're really good friends. She's not just a podcaster. I guess I shouldn't talk to her.
I said these things to your face, okay?
Well, you know what? You could apologize for going into her past, Emily. I think that would be a good start. So why don't you go in? Why don't you?
I'm sorry.
Okay, because it wasn't nice of you to do that, Emily. Okay, and Katie, you could apologize for being an evil, mean bitch who's trying to destroy all of us. Okay, Katie.
Okay, I'm hearing that. I'm sorry. And I probably could have done something different for my storyline. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate the apology, but I don't have any trust in you and I will not be hugging you at this coffee shop. Thank you very much.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, we fixed it. We fixed the timeline, everyone. It's all fixed.
Yeah.
So now, blah, 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 blah. Now we go all the way back to the Golden Door. And after, even though they've had this very productive coffee where Emily apologized for the reunion and Katie kind of apologized, Emily is still not happy because you know what? Behind closed doors, she's on the phone all the time trying to damage us. She's trying to damage us.
Damage us.
As if Emily has not been shady and dirty with all these things before in the past as well. I mean,
right.
come on.
Yeah, it is.
Come on.
It's the pot calling the kettle black for sure.
Yeah. So she's like, I made a list of all the things that Katie has done. She lied about the paparazzi photo. Heather snubbing her at a party. She lied that she owned her own in San Diego. A conversation she had with Gina where she said that Gina talked badly about Heather. She lied about that. She and her daughter both lied about the things that my boys never did or said or whatever. She also said she had a Quiznos card that was 3/4 full. But guess what? There's not a Quiznos in the state of Lower South Carolina. I mean, California or in Carolina.
I know where they all are.
Quiz no, more like quiz yes, I know all the dirty truth. That was a stretch. I apologize.
No, that was a good one.
I wasn't aware that we were going to be having a pop quiz today.
No, quiz no is different.
I'm more of a Jimmy John's kind of gal.
I would say I'm a Jersey Mike's, but I'm from Long Island.
No, I don't. You're losing the thread, Gina. You're losing the thread. Heather's like, is there any sage around, or should I bring some from the giant mansion that I bought and tore down for no reason in front of Drake? I just have that much money to do that.
Actually, I turned this asbestos into a bundle of sage. We just have to burn it and stay far, far away from it.
I brought everyone a monogrammed hazmat suit. Put it on over there in the bushes.
No question.
It's going to take a while for the asbestos to burn. It's kind of one of its qualities, but you know. So Shannon's like, ahem. I am. Hear ye, all ye who are not at the Love Hotel. I am so happy that we are all here. Well, I'm really mainly happy that I'm here. I'm not so happy that Tamara's here because I know that some of us have had some issues. But for me, I always come here to this place. It's a healed space. So my intention for today is to heal from all the damage that Tamara has caused me in my life. Okay. Has anyone else been hurt by Tamara? No?
I have. I came here also. Me. Thank you, me. I'm going to take it over to I've been hurt. I had a list. Emily, you didn't tell me you were going to be doing a list. I love lists. I have my list of my own of all the things that Tamara has done, and I was planning on using it, but I guess I can't now because now it's not appropriate. All right.
Okay, back to me. Thanks for that update, me. I just want to say, on behalf of me and my other me, a few of us are going to be doing taiko drumming, and we are going to make sure that all the mallets are away from the heads and the skulls. Okay, just want to confirm that. And other people are going to go to the yoga studio and do Tai Chi. So if you thought you're going to the yoga studio to do yoga, guess what? You've been Tai Chi'd. You're going to do Tai Chi. So for drumming, we're going to have Katie, Emily, Jen, and I. And then the rest of you suckers, as I call it, are going to do Tai Chi. Have fun doing non-yoga Tai Chi up there. Okay, great job. Golden Door.
Can I please sing the Richard Mark song again while you're playing the drums?
No, this is about me. It's my time to do a drum solo. I love it. I love rock and roll.
Unfortunately, Heather, you will be in a beatless room doing Tai Chi, which makes sense because that's about as good as you dance. All right, you can sing up there, a cappella.
How dare you? All right.
Well, I do whatever I want, whenever I want, with no explanation. But in this case, I will agree to the Tai Chi. So now they have, it's like activity time. So the Tai Chi people go upstairs to do Tai Chi. The drum people go down to do drumming. And Shannon really gets into the drumming. She is like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
She's like Animal from the Muppets.
I mean, it's too bad the Blue Man Group has closed because she would be perfect for that gig.
God, please.
I do often feel blue.
Claire, can you get your paint out? I'm ready to go.
All right, Claire. I've been practicing and I'm ready to drum some blue paint on a drum. So paint me, Claire, do me.
So they do their Tai Chi and everything. I have flashbacks. Freshman year of college, we actually had a PE requirement And so I signed up for Tai Chi because I thought it was martial arts, but it was actually just this. It was like literally balance the cup and move the ball. And I did this for like 10 weeks of my life.
Whoa.
It was like twice a week I had to go to Tai Chi class and I hated it.
Oh my gosh.
I did a lot of Tai Chi back in 1998. And it was like move slowly and move your body. And there was just one point, I was with all like the stoners and like this was like the stoner class.
Okay.
All the people who were like, you know, they were just stoned.
They were just taking mushrooms before the class.
Yeah. And then there was me. And I just remember at one point we were all walking in this giant circle and just going slowly. And I was like, what am I doing here? How did my life turn out this way?
Yeah.
And it was worth it just so I could have an anecdote during the Tai Chi scene on Real Housewives of Orange County 20 years later.
Thank God, Ben. It all comes full
25.
circle.
Yeah.
Did you gain anything? Did you gain anything from it though? I mean, you must be really good at it.
What I learned from Tai Chi is that I don't know if I can trust Katie. That's
What is your rose and thorn about Tai Chi? That's so funny.
So anyway, Tamra is they're doing all this stuff, and then of course, as is per the tradition of doing a wacky activity on a reality show, you sit down afterwards, you make sure the person who taught you these things goes to a faraway room, and then you talk shit about your castmates.
Yeah.
So Katie is like, Jen, how do you feel about seeing Tamra? And Jen's like, well, I feel whatever. Thanks so much for asking. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And then Tamra is, we're cutting back and forth. And so Tamra's like, what is she so angry about? Because I said, how is the FBI doing? Because I said the FBI are coming. Because I said that Ryan's embezzling, that I said he should go to jail, that I called like the tip line and said, hey, FBI, why aren't you at this house yet? Cameras are here waiting for your raids. God, why is she overreacting?
I don't get it. It's like disgusting how she's putting this on me. It's like, what did I do? Would I just go out and tell everybody that my company made way more than he even made when he stole money from that basketball player? Like, it's so like, what did I say? Did I say something rude? Like, what
did I say something rude? Oh, I guess they're just going to sue me now because that's what they do. They're just like poor people trying to make an easy buck off of people like me so that they can pay for their bikini weddings. I guess that's what it is. Can't embezzle from the baseball player anymore. Got to embezzle from the person who used to own a gym now person.
So that's, I guess that's me. Welcome me. Hello, my name is somebody who's going to get sued by them.
So yeah, Tamara's trying to paint them as like this litigious couple, and Jen's like, I mean, you know, I know she's like on some she goes, she's on some sort of tyrant.
Yes.
She's on some tyrant lately where she's saying that we're a so happy couple.
She's on some sort of Tyrannosaurus Rex right now. And I don't know, like, what's happening with her.
She went on the Tyra Banks show and she's like saying that we're so happy.
She's ordering a tyranny situation.
She like went to like the capital of Albania, which as we all know is Tirana, and was like, what's going on with this so happy couple?
I can't think of another one.
There's not a lot of tirade.
Yeah, tirade is.
Oh my God, she went to like. She went to the tire shop and was like.
Tire shop.
She went. She's like, can I make some lemonade out of these tires? Can I call it tirade? And they said no. She said, well, good. Because I'd probably get sued because Ryan and I are apparently like so happy. I don't know.
Chen, if you're at the tire aid, can you please fill my tires up with air? Because they really need them. Chen.
Yeah, I'll see. Ryan can do that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you are, maybe I should talk to Tamara, because if she has some sort of in with a tire merchant, then maybe I could get that air. It was a very bumpy ride over here.
If you're going to get air, I could use the wind because it really breathes life into me.
I don't know if I'm Gina or Shannon right now. All I know is that the golden door is golden dooring.
It is.
You are the wind beneath my wings, and I feel bad.
So,
So
they,
bad.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? That's what I used to sing when I'd go to Quiznos. Every time I'd pay for that foot long, it'd get into my hands. I say, "You're my hero now."
And then I was like, do you make heroes here? Can I have a Mediterranean hero?
Have you ever eaten your hero? They said don't meet your hero, but what happens if you eat your hero?
And also, don't live with your hero and all their little heroes, and then don't leave and break up a blended family, and then get back together.
Hi, Gina. I don't know if you're haunting us right now, but could you please return to a mortal vessel because we have to have a group scene now? Okay, great.
so they all get together.
Hi, I'm here.
Whoopi Goldberg is there, just possessed by Gina. You're in danger, girl. So they all get together for the big group scene that's going to end the scene. And they're making small talk about their activities. And I like that they're all there. And Gina's saying,
Yeah, we did some Tai Chi. We harnessed the moon. And I feel bad because I brought the moon to Earth. I don't think it wants to be here anymore.
I feel so bad because the gravitational pull is gonna suck.
I'm sorry about the waves.
The waves are gonna be a mess.
Oh no, I can't go boating. Earl, get off the waters.
Just when I was about to try boating on a lake.
so, Heather's like, Emily, did you feel calmer after you did your Tai Chi? Did you feel calmer about that? And I was like, yeah, now I only want to kill maybe 2 people.
Oh my God.
So, girls, ladies, I just want to say that I'm going to host a lunch on Friday. I feel like last year I haven't gotten to know everyone very well, and you guys didn't get to know me very well. And there's a lot of things that are that are clouding us. So I just want to invite you all over for hot pot with some of my new friends who are bringing perhaps a Zoom recorder and a microphone or 2.
My new friends. Right. Are those bloggers?
Well, they're friends first, and content creators.
Are they podcasters?
Well, they are, but they also love hot pot. So I just felt like it would be rude not to invite them to the hot pot.
Are they
also like,
substackers?
I'm not sure if I understand what that question is, but I'm just going to say yes. Oh my God. I just got a sub. I got a stack of subs for Travis.
Stack of subs.
The heroes, technically. I liked that when Jen said, I want to invite you all over for hot pot, there was like a moment of like, one of them was like,
Yeah.
They didn't trust it.
Right.
like-
She had to say it twice. She was like, dinner? Can you guys come to my house for dinner? I'm inviting you
that,
for
like,
dinner.
I think one of them didn't understand, like, why are we going to go and like look at a pot that's hot?
Right. They
like-
didn't understand what that was. Right.
They thought they were just going to be getting like a Dutch oven that was like on a burner for a long time.
Right. Yes, totally.
So now it's like, okay, let's stop fighting. So Gina's like,
I think the problem is these things that you're doing within the group. It feels like you're trying to hurt all of us,
yes, you have to stop with the bloggers. Okay. We do not deal with bloggers. We deal with very famous Canadian rappers. That is okay. Bloggers, no. I mean, who are we? Wendy Malick, am I right? High five. High five, anyone.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you. Okay, that hurt. That was a bit aggressive.
I'm only going to kill 2 people and you're one of them.
Okay, well, you have to let go of my hand. Part of the high
Give it
five
to
is
me,
that
give it to me.
you don't clasp on after you give the high five. No,
Arm
this is
wrestle.
hurting. My bones are brittle. My bones
I
are
won.
brittle. No, I just developed a secret handshake with Drake. You can't do this to me. Drake, I'm terribly sorry. I can no longer do our secret handshake. Please promise to keep it up while I heal so we don't forget it.
Claire, we're going to need some ace bandages for Heather's wrists.
Claire, I'm just getting no reception.
So they're all coming down on Katie. And Katie's like, she's like, I asked Jen if she called me a con artist, and she never called me a con artist. And Jen has this really amazing mental workaround about how she is like okay with all this, right?
Yeah.
She's just sort of like, how would you say that Jen, like, she's like, yeah, I mean, everyone gets mad about Katie, but like, you ask her, like, what'd you do today? And she's like, I had dinner with the Obamas, and you just say, okay, like, it's sort of like not true, but you just sort of accept it, right? Yes. These are not catastrophic things.
Yeah, it's not like a big deal. It's not like she's lying about people's lives or children or, anything that's important to us. It's just, just little things here and there that you just let it just pass on by, like the waves. Yeah.
Yeah. She says, like, if you say, do you talk to bloggers? She says, no, but that's because she thinks the bloggers are her friends. So she's, that's all. And so I ask her questions and she gives me answers. I just leave it at that. It's kind of like with Ryan. I'm like, hey, so how we're not able to afford that second box of Cheerios? Why do we have the honeymoon suite at the Bellagio?
Well, because it was available. So that based on availability.
Okay. And I just accept that. I accept it. That's a good response. I don't need no further questions, Your Honor.
No further questions. It's so true. She really does. She just turns that blind eye and just keeps on walking.
She does, which is why it's funny when she's like, how is it that all these years we were friends with this person and now we're a target? It's because you've put your blinders on.
Right.
And it was like it's like obvious to everyone who knows Tamra. Like,
Yes.
watch out for this lady. And she's like, oh, well, thank you so much, Tamra. You're so wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now all of a sudden she's accusing Tamra of trying to get with Ryan at cut.
Yeah, she's like, for years and years, Tamara was that person who would like go to Ryan's house and be like, oh, well, look, I'm in Hot Guy's house. I'm in whoever winds up marrying this guy's the luckiest woman alive house. And like, should I go upstairs and take one for the team? Because he's so sexy and he's like a really hot guy, and he probably would totally not have a bathing suit wedding guy, right? She loves telling the story about like how they are all like salivating. Like, it's a very self-serving story.
Yeah.
Like, remember the day?
Right.
Remember when we used to like go over because he was so hot? Like, he's such a hot guy.
So hot.
Whoever winds up with him is so lucky because he's so hot. Remember? Yeah, we talk about that.
Oh my God. And yes. And still,
he does have a good body. But Heather is like, basically Jen is like, listen, it's not that big of a deal. And Heather's like, Emily's like, no, what are you talking about? I hired an attorney, okay? I had to send a cease and desist for invasion of privacy and defamation, and I have to pay an attorney who is very expensive, by the way. And like, if you had ignored it in the first place, we wouldn't have been dealing with this. Like, how am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to be with an attorney? How to deal with this? Then I gotta sit with you and be like, how's your life going? Okay, we're at Golden Door. How am I supposed to do it?
Katie doesn't even say anything for like 5 minutes. Everyone's like,
oh God. Yeah.
Well, I, for one, am uncomfortable when I see a bunch of people going after one person. Okay.
So, nobody is going after anybody. Okay. Because after the reunion, it was very clear, no more digging up information. Apparently, we only dig up the tiles in my mansion that I destroyed for no reason. But it happened. It happened again. Okay. It's like every time Wendy Malick somehow lands a role and not me, I say, well, it happened again.
just when you think it's never going to happen again, it happens again. So can this please just not happen again? Wendy, casting directors, please, please. I'm begging you.
I am begging you. I am a good actress. Okay. I live next to Drake. You have to put me in a role. Anything. Flo's got to take a break once in a while, right? I could do insurance. I could do that. I could be goofy. I could wear white. I could wear a headband. Put me in, coach. That was acting. I don't want to do that role at all.
I definitely don't want to wear white. I don't even know what that is.
I don't even understand what progressive even means in insurance. Who is Flo?
Yeah.
I was just doing lines from a scene just to show my talent.
I have a script writer that just gives me new pages every 5 minutes.
It's also my maid. It's very handy having these two people. Well, it's one person doing two jobs, but I call them two people. Sometimes I say, now you are a screenwriter. Write me a scene. Are people still here? Are people still listening to me? So basically she's like, yeah, we're not going to do this. And then you did this. And Tamara's like, yeah, now this girl's attacking me on social media. And she said that you and Matt called her. I'm like, it's Bravo, babe. Okay. Like, it's not the biggest. It's like, it's an Instagram account. Like this is not like, you were so much bigger than Bravo, babe. Why are you concerned about what Bravo, babe is saying? Right.
It's wild. They think that, I mean, things spread like wildfire.
Yeah.
So they know that the kindling starts with one account, and then the next thing you know, it's on Queens of Bravo.
Yeah. Next thing you know. So Katie's like, look, I told Tamara I want to prove to her, I want to prove to you that I did not call this blogger, podcaster, Instagram person. And they're like, okay, well, show us. It's like, well, unfortunately, I'm still using my Sprint PCS phone from 2008, and I'm just not getting any service.
They were giving them away at the golf tournament. The garbage people, they found a bunch of phones in the garbage, and they used them for giveaways. So I just have a plethora of old phones that I just feel like it's important to use. I'm being green.
They have being very green, and they have a booth at the Garbage Invitational called Hidden Treasures of Phoenix, and you can just you just take what you want. And I took this phone, and I liked it a lot. It was from someone.
Clear it up, Katie. Clear it up. Open up your phone.
I don't have any service. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Hold on. Let me try to. Nope. Yes, it does appear like I have service. This is a screenshot of Instagram. It's not an actual. I don't have service.
I have full bars.
So that I have, even though it looks like I've got 4 bars on my screen, Kaylee drew those on there as just that way I wouldn't feel out of the loop with my phone. So I actually have no service right now.
Katie drew them on there. Yeah.
I have no bars. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I just can't look anything up. No.
Just no bars. I just don't have any bars. Yeah.
Shannon tries to help her out. She's like, well, to be fair, after $12,000 in 8 days, it turns out I had no service. I had to use a landline. Now, to be fair, it turns out the cell phone that I had brought in was a Kind bar, so that didn't help.
And to be fair, I turned off. I put it on airplane mode. So to be fair, I did not have a signal either. So.
And to be fair, the landline was me going down to the earth here and screaming into it and saying, "God damn it, John Jansen!" So it was. I drew a line in the ground. Drew a line on the land.
To be fair, I took 2 paper cups and put a string in between them and had Claire hold one end. And I said, Tallahassee 124, Tallahassee 124, pick up.
And then she said, I can't hear you. So I said, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. My diction might be off. She said,
So.
and then it turns out that we weren't actually even using a plastic cup because those do off gas. We were actually just using 2 empty bottles of whiteout strung together by a piece of yarn.
I see bars. Signals. I see signals. I'm in your Instagram account right now, Katie. I can see it.
Katie, I'm in your DMs. I'm walking in your DMs. I'm playing Tron. I am on a motorcycle in your DMs.
I'm here.
Someone please get me out of Katie's phone. I found Kind bars. I found the bars. She has 4 of them.
She stops drumming. She's like, well, that was a trip. This all happened while she was drumming.
The scene never happened.
No, never happened.
Back. Who, that taiko? That taiko drumming was wild.
Wild.
So basically, yes, it ends with them saying like, Katie, if you want to exonerate yourself, pull up the account. And she's like, I have no service. Oh no. I did speak to Verizon and they said that my service will be restored by Friday at the hot pot. So I will definitely have the receipts ready and everything deleted by then. Okay, great.
Hot pot. Oh my God, that's so good. I've never seen, we have seen some blatantly lie to us, but that was pretty obvious that she was just so full of it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it's like she's like blatantly lying. She's blatantly messy, and yet I'm still on her side for some reason.
I love it. I love the drama.
Drama darling.
Drama darling.
Amy, thank you for staying here way, way longer than you should have. Like,
I'm so sorry that I feel like I made it longer than we should have, but
no, it's my fault.
It's my pleasure.
I'm totally. Ronnie's away and I'm out of control. I did a 2-hour episode yesterday for Miami.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Well, anytime you want to do a 2-hour ep, I just have the best. It's like Gina's voice. It's a roller coaster ride of emotion and fun. So I'm here for it.
You made me laugh. The reason why it went so long is honestly, I just had so much fun talking.
Me too. I know. I love it. I wanted you to.
So
it could have been longer too. Like it could have.
It really could have been.
Honestly,
it really could have been. In fact, we're making it longer actively. Like the episode's over, and we're just congratulating ourselves now. Thank you everyone for listening. Tell people where they can find you again. Give all your social media. Well, tell them where they can DM you if they're Katie.
DM me at Meet Amy Phillips. And you can listen to Drama Darling anywhere you get your podcasts. So just look for that and subscribe, follow, and then there's more content on Patreon. So
great.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks so much.
Well, everyone go sign up for Amy's Patreon and subscribe to Drama Darling, because if you think she's funny here, you don't even understand how funny she is over at Drama Darling. Okay. You will never know.
You'll never know because they're not going to go. No.
They're like, stop. They're like, we've been here for 2 hours already and now you want us to go listen to more content?
Stop.
Anyway, well, I do consider you both you're not a blogger, you're a podcaster, but you are a friend and I adore you.
Likewise.
I love you. And thanks for coming on the show. And we have to have you back again sooner with Ronnie as well. All three of us will get together.
Oh my God. That'd be awesome. Okay.
It'd be great. All right. Thanks so much, Amy. And bye everyone. Have a great weekend. Catch you all next week.
Bye.